Hey everybody, Joe Kidd here, a little studio update. Check this out. This it's really hard to see in this dark room, but this is an 8 shelf. It's like 8 by 31 inch old CD case. I built this when I was in Helena, Montana with this guy named Sam Hughes. He was a pastor of a Baptist church, and I was just looking for projects, bored, trying to do some job hunting, and I had mentioned, you know, I kind of need a CD case. He goes, well, let's build one. Anyway, this one is like 23 years old. It's like the summer my daughter was born. Now I don't know her age. So this is the CD case I've been using. This CD case has been from Helena, Montana back to here because I built it there. This one was has moved everywhere. Of course, I've been in this place for a long time, and I've recently really outgrown it. And so recently, not recently, about 2 years ago, I built this little case up here. Just bought some 1x6. Threw some cherry stain on it, did a horrible staining job. I'm the worst woodworker, and that wasn't enough. And so I just did this. This was my weekend project here. This is right here is where the old big dark rack was, and it was sitting right down to the shelf, my workstation, all the way to the ceiling. And instead of 6 tiers of 31 inch, now I have 2 at like 82 or 83. 4 more at like 51 or 52, I can't remember. And then just for fun, this is a supplementary shelf down here because I was really bad with my measurements and I had too much wood. I stained and cut. I cut too many pieces for this size shelf. Then I realized I'm not going to go all the way down to the bottom of the workstation because I need room for a turntable for this stuff. And so I had to back off just above this plug. I'm an electrician. I could have remodeled. I could have moved the plug down, but it is pretty convenient. I will be pulling the cover and the plug out. I'm going to buy a Lutron Decora in a dark Adobe color like this, so that the plug will disappear. You'll see the cords plugged in. Maybe I'll do a double plug with like a screwless plate, something nice. Because I don't like looking at the infrastructure on top of here. I like this to be media, not cords and plugs. But yeah, right up here from the top is like old radio compilations and crap. Here's my foreign artists, mostly females, like Nippon girls. I have some French compilations, rockabilly girls. In here is all your rock like compilation albums. This is all Dead music, as in Grateful Dead. I don't put it in the general population because I don't really play a lot of Dead. Over here is soundtracks. This is a bunch of trash up here that needs to be itemized. And then the next row, it starts with AC/DC through Anthrax. It's like A, B, C, D. And from that A down to the Z's down here with ZZ Top is the very bottom. And then these bottom 2 rows, I'm still figuring some stuff out. I've got some deep blues and deep jazz kind of vocalist stuff, which I might not play very much. And so that stuff might end up, I might have to like label a couple rows down low. Or maybe I'll make room in this top tier for some of the more unplayed artists. As far as this rack, I have my Joe Satriani, all my Dream Theaters, all the Rush, all the Zappa, all the Kiss albums, a whole bunch of local music, or music by groups or people that were from here. And this is kind of my progressive rock go-to zone, right above my workstation, so a lot of this is going to stay. Although, like for instance, I don't play much Joe Satriani. You would think a progressive rock guy, but I'm so freaking burnt out on Joe Satriani. So Joe Satriani might end up in the S's over in this collection to make room for more crazier progressive rock. I have some cassettes here, one by one. I've been like trying to buy reissues of those on CDs. In fact, about a half dozen more of those need to go. This is going to be thrift store stuff. If somebody out there has a cassette player and likes old school like 80s, 90s rock, hit me up because I could just hand you a pile of cassettes and you'd have a good time. So that's what's going on here in Joe's pavilion. Here's the wider shot. There's a lot of glare. The LED lights, you know, put some glare on this stuff, but this rack works so much better. I have no clue what the CD count is. I have a lot of these that still need cases. I'm still doing this whole printer recasing project. Like these are all full. They have a CD and they have the front cover, I think. Yeah, like here, Sade. I got the front cover and a CD, but these were in a binder, so I have to do a reprint of the back covers. before I put any of that into the collection or give it away. I might just give away Sade. I'm not sure. Sweetest taboo. I don't really know. The record collection I've been still cleaning. I've got all the C's, or everything that's in plastic now has been cleaned and probably played at least one song on the radio on KNYO. D's, E's. I've got some more E's here I got to get through. I've skipped around a little though. Some I's and a bunch of L's are done. Stuff like that. So I'm still working on the record collection, but the CD case, I'm digging it. And I can easily remove the bottom two shelves separate than the top, like if I decide to move or do something. And I can always cut this little wing. See, I got a window behind here. And in the summer, even now, we've had some cold days, but I've got 2 sets of these drapes. They don't seal off the room because I like to keep a little bit of air, but the air in here, according to my thermometer, like right now it's 64 in the Greater Joe Kidd Pavilion, is 68 in here. On a radio show night, that'll go up to 75, 76 in here, even on a winter night. So with that, I do want to be able to leave the curtains open and then open up the window a little bit and get some draft during the summer month shows. Hey Ruben, look, there's your skateboard. Well, it's my skateboard. I bought it. Hey, anybody want a KNYO skateboard for 420 bucks? To me, cash. That's what I about paid for it. I would donate 200 of that to KNYO and get you a tax write-off. And you can have, it's got ceramic bearings, really nice wheels, a lot of top-of-the-line parts on the KNYO graphic. It's just black grip tape on top. So, yeah, new CD case. There's my studio update for you guys. Still messing around here with the Denon Serato DJ console. Lately, it's been just kind of a table to set albums on top of everything. And I think what I'm going to do is this big bass amp that's behind the sound panel. I think my big, giant, colossal bass amp's going to get X'd out of the studio. And I'm probably going to move the Denon console over into this other zone, because it's not a live on air console, although it is piped into the system right now. But main workstation, media, and then I've got this corner. Like if I remove this rack and this bass amp, I could put my DJ set up here to practice doing the live DJ service. Stuff like that. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Here's Joe again, doing something stupid on the internet. I decided to pull a speaker grill off the other day. And I go, you know, I kind of like the look of these Polk Audio speakers, so I got to pull the other one off too. It gives it a more organic wood look. Wood. It's a very woody word. All right, you guys. Oh, another update. The turntables have cases now. Obviously, the top lids aren't on them because I want to use them, but they're in cases. I still get some vibration if I really tap the table. So I'm going to put some feet under the corner of these. Or possibly I might buy these really big mouse pads and cut one to the core, like the corner of my workstation, just to add a little layer of that rubberized like mouse pad underneath these. Because I'm trying to get rid of the lower end. If I really pound on the table, because I'm getting crazy on my radio show, that might come through playing record. So always striving to do something better for KNYO. I'm Joe Kidd, Wagner Variety Show from 6 to 9 officially. I actually log on at 5, so it's about a 4-hour show. It's 1077 on the terrestrial dial or streaming on the web at knyo.org. It's the weekend. I'm in slob gear. I got just a t-shirt and jammy pants on. You know, been to town a few times. Got some brackets, and I finished this little bottom shelf today. Did this bigger one yesterday. A lot of hours screwing around, but I think I like how these CDs are going to lay out. And once I get the printer going and start reprinting, a lot of these that have full covers are going to get their back covers, and then I'll be able to actually see them in the library. So you can see there's some windows of certain lettered artists, and I put them in because I needed to see how much space I had on the whole scene. But there's about 200 of these. Thanks, Rick Chilton, for the CD collection. That's really awesome. You're costing me a lot of money in ink cartridges and paper, but I do appreciate it. I would consider that. If you need a tax write-off, I'll make up one for you because you donated, and this library really is used for KNYO. So I appreciate that. All right, anyway. Warrant. Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinking Rich is what's being played right now. It's old school. I should be going through my albums, but I just decided to throw a CD on for a while. Old school. I don't know. I got nothing. All right, see you guys on the next studio update. I'm Joe Kidd.